If you want make a ginger, give me kokoro.
And inspiration.
We got to go way up.
Fire 716 Radio, playing the best in urban and inspirational music.
Hey everybody, this is DMP Speaks coming at you, and you are locked into Fire 716 Radio. Guys, I need you to do me a favor. Follow me on all my social media platforms. That's Facebook, that's YouTube, that's Instagram, and that's TikTok at DMP Speaks. Now let's get into this conversation today. Let's go. Welcome to Speak Out Loud Radio Show on Fire 716 Radio. I'm so glad to be with you all on this afternoon. Before we get into today's topic, how is everybody doing? How are you feeling? It's a rainy day in Western New York, and I'm hoping it's sunny where you are and a little bit hotter. It would be awesome. Oh, couldn't hear myself. There we go. This is why he's the owner and I'm not. How's everybody doing? Can you hear me? Hear me? Speak Out Loud Radio is in session, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this afternoon. I am just so excited to be with you all on this afternoon. Hope that your family is doing well. Hope that you're feeling well. Now, let's get into today's topic. But before we get into there, let me just introduce myself. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I'm an empowerment speaker. I'm a board certified Christian counselor, and I'm also a family restoration specialist, which means it's a family coach. I come to rebuild your family dynamic. I come to help you to really build yourself up. So what we're going to talk about on today's show is, the topic is, your words create your world. Let me repeat. Your words create your world. I need you guys on all my social media platforms to share this. If you have not downloaded the Fire 716 app, please do it now. Tell somebody it's time for Speak Out Loud Radio, but you don't want to miss the other wonderful and amazing shows that we have on this radio station. I want you to download it. Go to the Android store or your app store and download it right now. So let's jump into this. So creating your world with your words, it's powerful. And we're not just saying it because it's something that we just do. Your words hold power. So I found this quote from Stephen Atchison, and he says, your words have the power to hurt, to heal, to open minds and open hearts, and to change the world. Never forget the responsibility you have over the words you speak. Let me read that one more time. Your words have the power. Listen, they have the power to hurt, to heal, to open minds, open hearts, and change the world. And it says, never forget the responsibility you have over the words you speak. Listen to me. You have power in what you say. You have power in when you talk. It's either good power or it's bad power. You can either speak, and we already heard this, life and death is in the power of tongue, but I don't know if we really understand the concept of that. Life and death. This is not even in my notes, Frank. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just giving you what this is, because God's word is life, right? So we have to be able to know how to use that spiritually, but also use that practically, because it's for our life. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. If you are using that tongue of yours that you eat and drink and do all that, but if you're using it to down someone, to down yourself, to make things worse, that's what you're going to get. If you're always using these lips of clay, if you're always using this tongue for bad, that's what you're going to produce. And you're going to keep producing that. You're going to reproduce this. But if you start using your words to create the world that you want to live in, the world that you want your children, your grandchildren, that we always talk about legacy all the time. Well, if you speak those words like you're supposed to, then your world will be different. Again, your power, there's power in what you say. You are in control in what you say to create the world that you want to live in. Or you can shatter or you can destroy it with your words. But at the end of the day, it is your choice. It's always going to be your choice. It's always going to be something that you decide. Am I going to allow what I've said out in the atmosphere? Listen to me. This world is an atmosphere, but you also have your own world. Your home is your world. Your job is another world. The church or ministry that you belong to is another world. The people that you associate yourself with, that's a whole nother world. Being on the college campus, that's a whole nother world. Listen, it's what you create. Again, going back to the topic, your words create your world. Everybody's a creator. Everybody is not the most creative person, but we all create things, and we are creating things either good, bad, or ugly with our words. So we have to be careful. It is all of our choice and what we say and how we say it, how we use our words to create our life. If we want money, we have to speak money. Okay, I'll say it again. I'll let that breathe. If we want money, we have to speak money. We have to speak money up. We have to not just money. I'm not looking just to get money, Frank. I want finances. I want wealth building. So if I want wealth building, I have to watch what I say. If I want to be healthy in my body, I can't keep saying I'm sick, even though I'm sick. I have to say I'm healed. I'm going to do better. See how I'm creating this world? Some of you are dealing with some depression and anxiety. If you're going to say this depression is going to take me down, this situation is going to kill me, well, my goodness, I guess you're getting ready. I hate to say it. Why am I saying this today? I guess you're getting ready to die there, because you got to be careful of what you say. You know who reminds me all the time when I slip up? My wife always tells me, I said something about my back. I said, my back is killing me. She said, don't say that. And I said, why are you always on my back about what I said? She said, because you're the leader. Because if you are saying this, then we start believing it. And I said, ouch. That thing, I'm not going to lie, that thing hurt me because I said, yeah, you're right, honey. And I had to apologize. I'm big enough to apologize, because sometimes we can use our words and we don't even recognize that our words can damage our future and it can damage our legacy. So we talk about we want to have a legacy. If my children's children, whether I'm here or not, my words will live on through my children and my grandchildren and afar off, because of what I say today. Not just what I do. That's a part of it. It's about what I say. You have to be careful in what you say. See, you can either heal. Remember what I said about the quote. You can either heal your family, you can heal yourself with your words, or you can burn someone with your words. You absolutely can heal somebody with words. If you're in tune, I was just listening to a podcast with ET. I hear me say this a lot. He is my favorite. He is my favorite motivational speaker. I was listening to his podcast because it really helps me out as well. And it helps me build me as self-development. He said, what frequency are you on? Because if you're on the frequency of always being doubtful and downtrodden and angry and frustrated, that's what you produce. And then a lot of times we like to get around people that are like us. It's like misery loves that company. So you get around people that are like you, and you're wondering why you're in the place that you are, because you're hanging around people that are word killers. They kill people with their words. And you wonder why you're not growing. You wonder why things haven't changed. Well, they haven't changed because you haven't changed your frequency. You haven't changed. You're still on the same dial. You know those old school radios? Maybe you have them in your car. I don't know. Maybe they do, right? But you keep turning the same dial to the same frequency, expecting something different. And it's never going to happen like that until you change what you say. Okay? Again, you can heal with your words and you can be healed by other words. But if you're always speaking negative, if you're always speaking those things that hinder you, it's going to continue to hinder your life, right? You can burn somebody so much with your words that it becomes like a knife. You ever seen those fights and somebody gets cut? Some of us can be so harsh with our words and don't recognize the impact that they're saying. See, we talk, and I'm going to say this because I'm a family specialist. We can be so hard with our words with our children that we don't see the cut, but the damage has already been done. We got to be careful what we say to our children because they live in your world too. They're in your home. So we have to be careful of what we say to them. I'm going to go a little bit further, Frank. You have to be careful of what you say to your spouse. Oh, I know we getting quiet now. The people are going away, man. They don't want to talk about it. Listen, you have to be careful of what you say to your spouse. This is somebody that God has given you. If you are always talking them down and you're expecting them to be strong, how can they be strong if they don't have a partner lifting them up, even when they have fell, when they have a fall? They got to fall. They fail. How can they grow if you keep stunting their growth with your words? You have to be careful in what you're saying. Some of us are so negative with our words because we are afraid. We are afraid on I don't know if I should say this now, but I'm gonna say it. Some of us are afraid, and we just use these particular words. I can't. I will never be. This can't happen for me. I'll never get there because we are afraid to know. We're afraid of failure. There we go. That's what we are. We're afraid of failure. We're afraid that we're going to fail. But listen to me. I have already failed in certain areas. I have already fallen in certain areas. But you see me sitting in the chair on this radio station. You hear me talking, which means even though I fell, I got back up. Because I didn't allow my words to keep me down. I didn't allow that situation to keep me down. So I use my words to create the world that I wanted to live in, to create the space that I needed for me to grow. You got to create a world around you, people around you, an atmosphere around you, so that you can grow to the person that you need to be. Because if you don't, you're going to suffer the consequences. The consequences of what you say, again, like I said in the beginning, your words hold heavy. There's life and death in the power of your tongue. If you are always using your tongue to murder dreams, to murder your dreams, to take down your dreams, you're not going to have any dreams anymore. You're just going to have thoughts. That's all you're going to have. My question to you is, when are you going to start speaking life into situations? When are you going to start speaking life into your life? When are you going to start speaking life into your family? Some of you got to start using different words and phrases because the world that you created before, it's not working anymore. It's tainted, right? It's toxic. It's not working anymore. There's so much toxicity in there. There's mediocrity in your life because of what you say. And because of what you say, you start walking in that. And that's something that has to change. Fear is the indicator that you do not have to believe in anymore. You don't have to believe in what you said to yourself anymore. There is better for you. Your world must create the house that you want to live in. Your words have to create the wealth that you want. Your words have to create the marriage and family that you want. Your words have to create the job and the entrepreneurship journey that you are on. You can't allow sadness and defeat, suffering to suffocate your goals. Speak life into your situation. Speak life into your situation. If you start speaking life, things will change. The more you speak life, the more you speak life. I'll say it again, the more you speak life, things will start to change in your life. But the more you speak negativity, the more you speak guile and all of these negative thoughts, and you're speaking it out of your mouth, your atmosphere, your world will still continue to be the same. Right? So I'm saying to you, speak, use your words for life. Speak your words for life. I'll say it again. Speak your words for life. You, like this week coming up, you got to change your words. You got to change your words around. That's what it's going to take. Create the world that you want to live in. So the next time you speak, the next time this situation comes up, the next time you have an argument, and the next time something doesn't happen right for you, something doesn't go right for you, speak well, speak strong, speak clearly, speak with enthusiasm that things are going to turn around for your good, turn around for the better. Sometimes we can be so negative. Sometimes we can be so outright just mean because we are not taking the time to really think about what we are saying. And we wonder why things are the way they are in our lives because we keep speaking those things that hinder us. Aren't you tired of being hindered? Aren't you tired of your life being the way that it is? Speak with authority. Watch things change when you start speaking with authority. You know what authority is? That's I call it high level confidence. High level confidence in your problem, with your situation, with your kids, with your husband, with your wife, with your job. If your money is funny, speak like I'm going to be wealthy. I will have wealth. Things will change around for me. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of you. And this is going to take some time for some of you. Some of this is going to take some time. And I'm talking to the ones, and this, you saying DMP speak, this is great. This sounds great. But I've been doing this for so long. But guess what? You know what's so powerful about life? If you have breath in your body, you have a chance to change it. You don't have to stay the same. Somebody out there is suffering because you keep saying the same thing over and over. And you're tired of living the life that you've been living, and you want to change that. And I want to help you change that. Not only do I work with families, I work with individuals as well. And I want to see you do better. Not just better, I want you to feel better. Not just feel better, I want you to walk, and I want you to speak, and I want you to use the words to create life in your situation, with your problems, with your family, because you're not done. It's not over. But you got to speak life. Again, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You have a responsibility to use your words for life and not death. I'm tired of, man, I'm tired of dealing with death. I know it's a part of life. And I'm not just talking about physical death. I see so many people on social media, and then I'm done, guys. And thank you so much for your time. I see a lot of people speaking so much negativity and death over situations because so many people are dealing with so many problems. Some of you are going to work with problems. A lot of you are going to church with problems. A lot of you are picking up your children from school with problems. You're going into your house with problems. You're leaving out with problems because of the words that you're saying. I want you to take today from what I said, and I want you to change what you say. Death in life is in the power of the tongue. Your words can create your world. If you're looking for some help for your family or for you, and you're on my social media page or you're listening right now on the radio show, I want you to click on the link, and I want you to sign up for your free 30-minute consultation call with me. But more importantly, I want to help you become the best version individually and with your family that you ever been. This is Speak Out Loud Radio. This is DMP Speaks. Peace out, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for spending time with me on Speak Out Loud. I hope that I inspired you, motivated you, and I want to help you become the best version that you can be. Please follow me on all my social media outlets, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, at DMP Speaks. But I want you guys to have a wonderful and amazing day. This is DMP Speaks coming to you. I am a board certified Christian counselor. I'm also a life coach. I am a family restoration specialist. I help build, rebuild, and grow your family. Maybe you're having some communication problems. Maybe you guys are just yelling and screaming and you guys are just not getting along. And if you want access to me for your 30-minute consultation call, follow me on all my social media platforms. TikTok, Facebook at DMP Speaks. And if you go to YouTube and Instagram, it's at I am DMP Speaks. Download Fire 716 and click the link.